giveaway, but our first play features a fantastic Syndra clip, so let's hop right in. Her team is about 6,000 gold down at the 23-minute mark, and they've gotten themselves in a team fight, so she's headed over, stunning Vi right away. With Exhaust, they fight her, forcing Flash, but the ult burns through her health and sets up a final Dark Sphere to take the kill. Lee Sin lands a Q and goes in, and with Lux about to get there, they get baited to keep going further, but she lands a stun on Sivir, leading to the double. She's left in a 1v2, but they have so much CC and sustain, and Syndra has no ult, so this should be a tough fight to win. She keeps good spacing while throwing out spells to hopefully poke them down a little before they get too close and the full-blown fight goes down. They both inch closer to Syndra, but she turns with a stun while juking Nami's bubble, getting out of Lux's E while forcing the summoner heal. Her movements are so tricky and random, and then she all-ins Lux with Ignite, dodging another spell before finishing her off with the E. Nami doesn't have the mana to do anything here, so she has to retreat back to tower, and she tries to bubble and flash away, but another sidestep lets Syndra keep up. A final scatter of the week leaves Nami stunned for an easy double to Syndra after some intense fighting. Up next, we have Zeus on Ezreal playing in a diamond level game, and currently he's in the bot lane, but there are more enemies in the area than he thinks. Rek'Sai tunnels in and slows Ezreal with Smite, but he reads the flash knockup and gets out with Arcane Shift, so they turn on Alistar. He CCs Rek'Sai, giving Ezreal some time to chunk her low, but then they have to kite back, Alistar being a massive brick wall for Ezreal, but the enemy Yi gets past with Alpha Strike. Ezreal turns with his ult, nuking Master Yi with huge bursts, and Alistar headbutts to get to safety while Ahri shows up and ults in. He gets uncomfortably low, so he stays far back and pokes as Alistar sticks by his side in case they try and pull a fast one. Graves flashes for it, but he shifts away from the buckshot and Q's Thresh to try and hit Graves with Iceborne. Despite missing, the enemies are surrounded, so Ezreal moves in for a second kill, but he needs to maintain spacing, so he chills back until Mystic Shot gets another. Aurelia stuns Rise into a W from Alistar, but he turns on the bull, so he heals alongside Ezreal's summoner heal to stay alive and get out as Echo comes in. At the end of the day, blue team walked away with a full ace, and they only lost one teammate in the process. Keeping with the theme of high elo, our next player featured is Wildcard on Lee Sin in a master tier level match. He showed up to defend, and with Corki dead and little to no wave cleared, they'll probably get dived. Braum Q's into his ult, but Lee patiently waits while hugging the wall, and then he flashes, kicking Ahri right as she charms Yasuo, setting up the last breath to turn the dive 180. Ahri goes down while Lee Sin pops Lucian, and the tower gets Nidalee, and just like that, Braum's left alone with no damage, so he has to run. Off of that turnaround play, they pick up the free dragon, which is huge considering they both should have died and lost the tower. Tumbling her way into second place, we have Twisted Man with a sick mechanical outplay on Vayne. The enemy team are running away with this one, and Vayne just lost 3 teammates, but she still has Wukong, and the enemy Lee Sin is stuck in their base. She gets on Lee Sin and drops him low, but the Vi's about to queue over, so she turns on Final Hour to chase down the kill before getting on Vi. A great condemned CCs, but Corki goes for burst, so she evades his QR while stealth and swaps targets for now. She predicts the rocket and flashes to dodge it, tumbling to also dodge Vi's Q and put her in Viz to guarantee her safety. Thanks to some flashy but strong mechanics and one fed up cow, she gets the quad, but really only deserved the triple, but nonetheless it was so well fought. And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have Dot on Thresh, but this is absolutely a full-blown teamwork play because they're all an instrumental part of this clip. They were pushing mid, but the enemy team have Riven up top, so they pressure blue team, forcing them to fall back. The fight erupts, and at first it looks good because Skarner gets low, but Riven starts teleporting in, and the enemy Mord also shows up. We all know that feel when Riven wrecks face, and that's pretty much what happens, so now the enemy team have so much momentum. Orianna gets out with a tiny bit of health and slows him down, but the enemy Mord flashes forward, so let's pause it here and take it champ by champ. Thresh is looking to hook the Mord to deny him from ulting Orianna, and that's so important because Orianna's ball is on the way in, and she still has ult. Yasuo is really far back, but still in range of last breath, and Lee Sin is in the fog of war, but he just landed his Q on Victor, so he's on the same page with the rest of the team. The hook lands and Flay sets up the Yasuo ult on all fours. Lee Sin kicks Victor into everyone while they're suspended mid-air. When the fog clears, it's blue team who showed up big with a sick turnaround that gets them the ace and quadra to Yasuo. Let's see it again, but I rewatch it on your own time because every player is so clutch in this turnaround. Our last play comes down to the Flying Squid on Jinx as their bonus clip for today's episode. As it plays on, let's get right into the Loot Crate giveaway, but this time we're going to do it a little bit different. At the top of the description box, you'll see a link that takes you directly to the RP giveaway, and to enter, it'll prompt you to check out our merch store. In the past, we've been bouncing around between different stores, trying to find the right one with the highest quality stuff and best service, and we chose Spreadshirt to be our official shop. This lets us continuously add new designs, as well as do cool stuff like make phone cases, posters, and virtually anything our fans want. For the next few days, if you use the code POTATO1, you can get 10% off as a special for this opening week. And finally, a special thanks